favorite. That's because it's got enough syllables, right, to just roll out, bro.
Yeah.
And sometimes you need that fillable in the middle of the sentence, dog.
And it emphasizes certain things.
It
bro.
really does.
It does. It's a filler word, though, also.
It's a filler word, but it's a great one. It's a really, there's a reason why Samuel L. Jackson has made a career off that word. I mean, let's be real here, right? If we're going to compare catchphrases, Samuel L. Jackson's is way better than Matthew McConaughey's, right? And I really fuck with it. I lost it. I knew it. That was more than 40 seconds, though, bro. I couldn't go more than 40 seconds without saying the fucking F word. Don't demonetize
Just
us,
keep
YouTube.
letting him talk. It'll happen.
You know he's going to say fuck eventually.
Give him enough rope.
Hey, I fuck with Samuel L. Jackson's way more than Matthew McConaughey's.
Yep.
Hey, motherfucker hits a lot harder than all right.
Yeah.
Although that one's cool too.
Yeah.
I seen a video the other day when he was explaining that accidental catchphrase to Snoop Dogg. He was driving around. I don't know what the fuck. It wasn't a Lincoln commercial. It was like a carpool karaoke with Snoop Dogg and Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, when they sing that Willie Nelson song, that's just fire.
I didn't know what like alternate universe I had skewed into.
It's great.
It really was good, bro, but I didn't know it even existed. I'm sitting there like, what the fuck is this? This is crazy. Anyways, he explained it that it was improv. It was an accident.
Ah, okay.
So he's sitting there, and that was his first role, I guess, Matthew McConaughey's. See, we start the pod with subjects, and here we are talking about the fucking motherfucker and Matthew McConaughey. All right. So it was his first role, and they were like, it was first time on set. They had turned the camera on, and they're like, it's time for you to talk. It's your first words. And I guess he said that he looked around. He was trying to get in character. He's like, well, I like cars. I'm in a really dope car. All right. So I got music on the stereo. All right. I'm about to talk to a beautiful woman. All right. It was the three things that he needed. So it was like manifesting that. I mean, let's be real here, though. His character in that movie, a little problematic, my guy.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. You know what I mean?
Time will tell.
I'm
Hopefully they don't try to cancel him for
his
movie
role in that.
At
But
the beginning of his
he
career.
acknowledged it. He's like, any dude that's still out here
Hanging out, prowling on the high schools.
What's the line? What's the line? And don't chop this and make me look like a fucking sicko for saying it. When he says, the thing I like the most about high school girls is they stay the same age. I get older and they stay the same age.
Hey, I tell you where the line is. Can you look her father in the eye?
I'm talking about his line in the movie.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
no, the line across. No,
like,
dog.
He don't belong.
No,
he don't belong.
Nah. Come on,
you can't date
dog.
nobody if you can't look her father in the eye.
No, bro.
That's a
if
problem.
she's still going to first or second period,
don't talk to her. Well,
nah, my
that
dude.
goes without saying. I'm just saying, like, the older you get, people still like, you're dating a 20-year-old? Because, like, I'm in my 40s now.
So would you date a 20-year-old, Len Words?
20? Hell no.
No?
No.
What's your spot, you think? How low will you go? Hey, pause a little bit.
How can you go?
Hey, Len Words, how low can you go?
Let me put it this way. It would take someone special for me to creep past, like, I say even about 30 nowadays.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I can see that.
But here's part of what that is. The generations got like faster and faster and faster. So it's like, even if I go back 10 years on somebody, that's like 2 culture jumps.
It really is.
You know what I'm saying? That's like 2 trips in the time machine. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to get along with somebody. It's like, the younger someone gets, the more it's just like, why am I even talking to you?
They don't get it.
What do we have in common? Like I need to talk to grown-ups.
Well, that's
exactly, bro.
I need to talk to grown-ups.
Sorry,
And that's
it's weird to me.
That's a big part of it, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I know people are like, but she's younger. So what? That's not always.
You're dealing with a lot of extra bullshit.
That's the wrong thought process. Exactly.
No, but what I think that comes from is like, if you didn't get enough love in your 20s.
Okay.
You know, the older you get, the more, money you get, the better off you get, the more you're just like trying to make up for
you're trying to relive
time.
it with a 20-year-old.
It's like, it's not the same.
I'm trying to fill that space.
Trying to fill that.
That's just, no.
Well,
don't do that.
Again,
don't
what are you going to talk about? Like your generation. Say you said, all right, man, this is one dope-ass 22-year-old, right? Y'all going to have some interesting conversations, bro.
It would.
Because she's going to try and talk to you about yeet. And you're going to be over here talking to her about Grandmaster Flash and shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And she's gonna be like, nah, yeet. Which I'm gonna get this out the way. Fuck that dude, bro.
Wait, what?
I don't fuck with that dude.
Who's he?
He's a new dude. He's a new dude on that
right.
block. I'm convinced, and I don't give a fuck. Talk about it. This dude industry plant, bruh. They put this dude here, yeet.
Is a rapper named
He is a
Yeet.
rap. If that's what you want to call him.
He has a whole song.
I thought that was a slang
It is a
term.
slang
called
term.
yeet.
Yes.
Okay,
yeah,
'cause I
it is.
type that
It's when you
sometimes.
throw something, right? When you
Oh,
yeet.
okay.
Yeet.
Got you.
Yeet.
He's trash.
Really?
Bro, I seen this video. He's like, yeah, I came up with this so quick. Dog. It was just like bam, bam, bam. And it's like, yeah, you could tell. No fucking thought went into the motherfucking song, bro.
It's
He
just
was-
trying to capture the vibe.
Yeah.
He was talking about, watch shit, I'm actually going to bring it up, bro. He had, and I sent it to Dom, and Dom, I'm going to throw you under the bus, Dom, because Dom don't fuck with him neither. And he should be. He's their new king, bro.
That's your king
He's
now?
their new, that's
your
what I
king
told him.
now,
That's what I
man.
told him. I told him, this y'all's king now? Let me see. Let's see if I can find, man, how come I can't find our conversation in here? Dom, did you delete it, bro? Come on, bro. Come on, Dom.
He retracted
There it
everything
is.
from the record.
There it is. Okay, so this is a big reason why I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm connected Bluetooth here, right, Jay? We can hear
yes,
it?
sir.
Let's see.
Hold on.
Listen to this.
Or like, I can't listen to moments to not like.
He
not
hates lyrical
saying
rappers.
Anything, like, but like if you break down like what they're talking about, it's all bullshit. Like
There's
way
nothing
more
behind it.
bullshit. They're not
Yes.
saying anything.
They're just rhyming schmiracle.
And they just be fast, like they're thinking they good 'cause they fast. They're like biblical, dillical, like saying bullshit.
Bro, that shit is crazy, bro.
is he
Like,
talking
it's the
about?
worst shit ever.
He's
But to
talking
them, that's
about
meaningful.
He's
Like,
talking about lyrical rappers.
He's talking about people that have an education, bro.
He's talking about people that use words.
Wait, he said that about like
Yes.
every
Everyone? lyrical rapper.
Oh my God.
He said that mumble rap is better. Yeah, exactly.
It's an opinion.
So that is
He's a-
that,
he
it's
can
a, I
enjoy it.
agree,
Have it.
dog.
It's
I
yours.
agree. It's an
Have
opinion.
an
Music's subjective. My opinion is fuck that dude.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. Put him in the ring with J. Cole.
You can't.
No.
Put him in the ring with a Pusha
I wouldn't,
T.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't
but-
even disrespect J. Cole like that,
You
bro.
can't waste-
you can't
you
put
can't
them
waste
up there like
somebody's
that.
time.
He's gonna
Nah.
get 8 for lunch.
Yeah.
He
So-
It will never happen.
Put him against Soldier Boy or some shit like
Even
that.
Even
Soldier
that-
Boy gonna eat him
even
up,
that-
bro.
It's like, bro.
Even that. Nah, man.
Yeah, nah.
Nah.
Turn my swag on. Come on, bro.
No.
And he
Can't be hating on
fathered, and he
Soulja.
fathered all that shit.
did.
So let's not
He
act
did.
like someone who's
So-
the great grandchild of his style.
We just there you go.
Is somehow superior.
Man words.
Yeah.
You just had a glimpse at your 22-year-old conversation where
See.
you know what I'm saying? She gonna be like, "You hear that new Yeet? You don't got that new Yeezy in your Serato?
And
That
I'll tell
new
you,
Yeet?"
and I'll tell you a good secret for you out there, guys. When you meet a new girl, ask her what she's listening to, because you'll always get on some new shit, some fly shit that you never heard of that she fucks with, that is normally like super dope. So,
Or you're gonna know exactly what kind of woman she is too.
well, yeah, that's like taking them to the movies,
Hey,
being around them,
yeah.
taking them to dinner, like dating. You know, the thing that people used to do.
I feel like the movies.
I don't think people don't like to do it anymore. Like, it's
Even
weird.
me, I'm looking at you like dating.
Len words, it's a lot
yeah.
of
I'm
work.
saying dating, and you're just like, what?
Jay's like, if it's not a brewery, dog, I don't want it. Shout out to Santa Fe Brewery. If it's not a brewery, I don't want it.
Yeah.
But that's actually kind of a cheat sheet too.
What's that?
Is get them a
'em
little.
fake- little-
Not.
little
I'm not
tipsy.
saying. I'm not saying get them
No,
drunk, dog.
Let
All
me buy
right. Don't
your
try and.
drink.
People are gonna take everything I said in this episode and they're gonna fucking misconstrue it. I'm saying, a beer, too, public setting.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be a little different. You might
Yeah.
see a different version than sitting in the movies with the popcorn, quiet.
I got another one. Go on a date to a place you know has bad service
Oh, to
No.
test her.
to see how she treats people. To
That's
see
what
how
they-
she talks about people when they like.
Len words,
there's
they
no
do that to us. We can't be entering that fucking
No.
ballpark. They do the mind game tests.
I know.
Well, you're gonna flip it on them?
It's time.
Yeah.
It's a new era, man.
It's a new era.
It's the age of Aquarius.
It's the hey.
we gotta start embracing all the shit that they do.
Age of Aquarius. Come on, bro. I know we know that
Wow.
song. Wow. Wow.
I'm gonna throw some tune on that one.
Throw
Yeah,
that
you
shit,
should.
bro. Tune the fuck about that shit. I hit them
that
notes.
shit.
I hit them notes. I hit them notes.
You hear him so good, tune ain't even gonna be able to
It's
do
not,
Right,
bro.
it's
Tune's
not
gonna be
gonna
like,
hear
what the
nothing.
fuck is this? I'm
It's
out
gonna
of
like
tune.
we're gonna recalibrate tune.
Auto tune's
to
like, we
his-
need to figure our shit out. We out of tune, not auto tune. We started on music, and that's where I want to stay, but we're gonna intro first,
Go.
right? You are now tuned in to Respect the Connect. I'm your host, Johnny James. I'm here with a few of my nearest and dearest. J Travs in the building. What's poppin', Jay?
Fucking everything, bro.
Everything poppin'. Len Words was poppin', Len Words.
Bubblicious.
Bubblicious. Hey, bro, that gum kind of trash, bro. You get like
Not
3
good.
chews out that
Not
motherfucker
good.
and it's
I know,
gone.
you lose all the taste.
You just chewing on
And it starts
fucking
getting
rubber.
hard.
Pause. Pause, Len Words. I'll pause for you.
Pause.
Hey, production on the other side, Dom. How do we sound first? That's what I'm asking first. We sound crispy? Are we in
sound good.
focus?
We in focus?
We in focus? We got a new fucking angle, you know what I'm saying? Thanks to Chad up in the building.
Yeah.
I know you guys see Jay. Dom switching to
Yeah.
Jay. Look at that
All of
shit.
a sudden,
oh,
Jay's shot
shit.
is
Jay's
incredible.
yeah, man. You
It's
can
incredible.
see the lighting's great. Let's fucking go. Episode 53 makes some motherfucking noise.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't fucking drop the ball. It's episode 53, right?
53.
You are correct.
53, I am
Congratulations,
correct.
man.
Weekly episodes, bro. I didn't smoke before we started the podcast. I got some rest. I cold plunged this morning, bro. You know what I'm
did
saying?
you?
I did, bro.
Nice.
I practiced my motherfucking roller skating fucking skills.
Yeah, right.
Len Words, we about to do this
He
for
was
real.
he had his legs spread going in a circle in the middle of the street.
I did, bro. You should have
Just
seen it.
holding
It was intentional, dog. That's the spread eagle.
Yeah.
Spinning around, bro. So since we started on music, we're gonna go there.
Yeah.
Benzino's interview has officially went completely crazy viral.
Yeah.
He was on Drink Champs, wilding the fuck out a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's they said they were gonna cut him off at the 45-minute mark.
Nah.
Man.
No, it was just getting started around there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even see the whole thing. I seen like
Bro.
some of the clips. He's all, fuck this, fuck that. And then like I go to the next clip. He's all,
He's crying.
I don't got no problem with Eminem. I
Bro,
was like, whoa, bro.
He
that's a
started.
huge-
It was out the gate. Fuck Eminem.
Yeah.
Like he was going off.
Yeah.
What you would expect.
Yeah.
Right? That's a long standing beef, my dude.
What, 20 years?
20 some years.
Who
They've been going
started
at it. That was Benzino.
Okay.
He was
Benzino, what
owner
did he
of
do?
the Source. Just, didn't give him the proper respect, didn't give him the mics, didn't, Benzino lit the fucking flame.
So he ran the Source, or he owned it, or what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
owned it.
he was like
with the owners.
co-owner, stuff like that, you know what I mean? That's what he says anyways. I don't know exactly how much he was, in the process, but enough to stand in the way of Outkast getting 5 mics.
Right.
And he admitted it on the interview.
Yeah.
He said that he was in the way because he didn't get it, right? He didn't get what the South, and then 3 Stacks straight up.
Yeah.
And he's trying to claim that 3 Stacks was talking to him when he said the South got something to
Yeah.
say because it was at the Source Awards.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he stood in the way of Southern playalistic Cadillac music getting 5 mics
Right.
because he didn't get it.
Yeah.
So he must have had enough pull, which that's crazy to me, bro. Because that's, dog, for the audience that ain't heard it, go download Southern playalistic Cadillac music.
Yeah.
Sheesh. It's a banger.
The South
Oh, yeah.
got something to say.
He wasn't lying.
They've been
He wasn't
saying it.
lying. After that moment and the East and West Coast beef, has hip hop left the South, realistically? They still control it, right?
Yeah.
They still running it.
Yeah.
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah.
It infected the production, the subject matter, the delivery,
Yeah.
all of it.
Well, once I heard New York rappers sound like Southern rappers, like I was like, oh, I wonder, he sound like he from Louisiana,
Bro.
and it's like he's from Harlem.
Yeah.
Like what?
He's from the Bronx.
ASAP, bro. ASAP Rocky. When I heard his that gold, the gold teeth, or something, I don't know. I
Yeah.
forget what he says, but
Yeah.
all that shit was like chopped and like screwed
Yeah.
to like some extent, bro. It was
Yeah.
dope, bro.
Well,
Like,
even-
but he had that New York style though. You know what I mean?
Even 50. Go back, listen to some 50. He had like a little Southern draw in some of his delivery too, bro.
Yeah.
He really, and I mean,
But
he,
his beats were more like hip hop though.
yeah, but
like
the way
grimy.
he like would deliver sometimes, like you wouldn't know if you didn't know where he was from. You'd think, maybe he is from fucking Mississippi or something down south. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean by his beats were more hip hop? Like
Well, just like
you mean like classic hip hop? Like
kind of
More
like,
like boom
yeah,
bap?
like the boom
Like the
bap,
boom
like
bap?
the,
Okay,
you know what
I
I'm
got you.
saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
it was
yeah.
just like
Yeah.
like just driven.
Yeah. Yeah, he has some really like hard driving songs. It's like what were those Eminem albums? It was like the Eminem Show.
Yeah.
It was like right in that era where those drums were like
It was just It was massive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, that's a good way
Shit
to
all
describe
felt like
it.
a fucking like a soundtrack. It was like
Yeah.
all like a movie.
Yeah, and the South was like they bouncing and it's a little different thing.
Like one song
yeah.
that I could say like that he used some like that influence, but it was a Dre beat though. Was that just a little bit because they had like that 808 in it,
Yeah.
and that wasn't like hip hop really. You know what I'm saying?
I think though it shifted. I think you're talking more about before he signed to Aftermath, before he met M, all his stuff, the Get Back era, bro. When he was like really, really hitting the streets before he got signed, that's all like boom bap. That's
sure.
like you could definitely hear he's from New York.
But even like Get Rich though, like the Get Rich, like if you listen to that, like it's still that same sound, but I think that sound was shifting into
For sure
what it is, what he's been doing now. So.
Man, so Benzino, he started out mad as a motherfucker, tough, and it's crazy because you could see that this beef has inflicted psychological damage. 100%.
Yeah,
That's what I took away from it.
Really?
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
bro. That's what I took
You don't
away
think he was
from
just
it.
drunk, man?
I mean, of course, but like he said 1,000 times, drunk words are sober thoughts.
Okay.
9 times out of 10. Sometimes a little extra sauce on it, but sometimes,
Yeah, drunk
bro,
words are a sober
when
person's
someone
thoughts,
really,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying, when they start going in like that, when they're drunk, they've thought that a lot, and they just didn't have the fucking huevos at the time to say it. And those motherfuckers, those beer balls,
Yeah, what is it? The liquid courage.
liquid
right?
courage gets you out there talking crazy sometimes.
Yeah, man.
So I feel like the beef definitely has inflicted damage, bro. I mean, it's difficult because, Marshall's one of the biggest hip hop artists of all fucking time, if not the biggest.
Yeah.
His fan base is massive. How do you go against that? Right? Not only can he rap, which is, I don't care what you think about M, whether you rock with, I mean, there's a lot of stuff when I'm like, that's a little too much, dude. Like, I don't rock with that. But there's no taking away his ability and his skill. One of the best rappers of all time. Mix that with the fact that his fan base, they don't fucking play games, bro. His beef for 20 years is their beef for 20 years. They're invested. So imagine being that dude, right? Going against the tide like a motherfucker, not having the same skill set. You're going against Jordan, right?
Larry Bird.
Yeah, I mean, not even. I wouldn't even just because of Boston. The only reason is because of Boston. He ain't even on the skill set of Larry Bird. So you could see that it inflicted psychological damage. I feel watching.
Well, I mean, look at it, bro. It pretty much ended his career. You know what I'm saying? And it trickled down into like his daughter's career now because he brought her up and like she's having to live up to some.
Okay, so here's
too.
my question. Well, yeah, because she's like seems to be like supporting the family now, which is, I mean, in a way, that's kind of what you want when you hit a certain age as a parent. You want your kids to be able to be like, well, shit, they could buy me a house. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to build that sort of scenario. But I was wondering about like the expectations because I don't really know Coi Leray's music. I'm sure I've heard it, but I wouldn't have known it was her unless someone explained it to me. But I'm wondering if the people who listen to her or like her, like, if they even care what Eminem fans think or Eminem thinks. Like,
I doubt it.
I don't think those even like, I know
they don't correlate
to diss Benzino is, also dissing his daughter and, vice versa. But it's almost like, does that even land?
Probably not.
Oh, okay.
And honestly, I think M just used it because it's funny. Right?
Got
when he
you.
says, what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, the Coi Leray features out of the question, he said, or the Coi Leray out of the question, or something like that. It was just like a, like
it was a jab.
It was a jab,
like,
but it
okay.
was like, I realize I'm not going to get a feature from here. I mean, he wasn't going to in the first place. Right?
For sure.
But it was just like
He might one day.
Hey, M's been punching down for years.
Bro, what about all the beef his whole camp had, bro? Like, think about it. He was beefing Benzino, Irv Gotti, Ja Rule.
At
50
all
was
at the
beefing
same
with-
time. 50 was beefing with
with
all of
Fat
New York.
Joe. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Fat
like,
Joe, Nas, Jada Kiss.
Jada Kiss, bro. Like that whole camp was like fucking fighting the whole hip hop game. You know what I mean?
They were. There was a
And-
moment when I agree.
They're still on top. Shit. Bro, hey Chad, remember that song Bump Heads? It was Eminem. It was just like They just started out just knocking. And it was that, me and Haley danced to your songs.
We like you.
Oh,
Yeah, that
yeah,
was
I've
the
heard
Ja
that.
Rule. That might have been the first time that he mentioned Ja Rule, actually. Now that you say that, that was the first time he jumped into the beef, I think.
Yep.
But it all really started, there was two issues at the same time, right? 50 had the Ja beef, and M was starting to beef with Benzino, right? Because nail in a coffin, bro, and no one wants to hear their grandfather rap,
Yep,
right?
yeah.
And now M's a fucking grandfather. Like Benzino almost 60. M's like beginning of 50.
I'm kicking, what does he say? You pushing 40, I'm kicking 30's door down.
Yeah, and you know, but they're both older than fuck now, right?
Right.
But what you can, as watching him get drunk as fuck, which was probably a mistake, but whatever.
That's why they have
did
all
it.
that
But
liquor there, bro.
Again, I'll say this though, is some of the, he was dropping some gems throughout this whole fucking 2.5 hour podcast, right?
Yeah.
I'm not just gonna sit here and be like, yeah, he's fucking stupid. He said a bunch of stupid shit. He did, but he also said some shit that made sense and mattered to the culture realistically. If you listen, you just gotta listen.
Yeah.
By the time it reached the end and he broke down in tears and just talked about how he ain't got no problem with M. They asked him what he would do if he met him. He said he would hug him, right? He wants to sit down face to face with them and have a real conversation. He said that he's never met him. That's when you see that he went through every fucking emotion. Benzino's interview was like a day in New Mexico, right? Weather-wise. Weather-wise. Every single season possible happened in that motherfucking episode. He was angry, he was happy, he was ashamed, he was sad, and he ended it crying in absolute tears. And that's why I feel like that shit inflicted psychological damage. There's no way it didn't. There's no way it didn't. Because, man, that's a massive podcast, bro. Break down like that in front of that many people.
Yeah.
My girl asked me this question.
What's that?
If I would want to keep that podcast up, would I be embarrassed?
If you did,
If that was me,
If you were him.
if that was me, I was him, I was in that position, I was on Drink Champs, and I broke down like that, would you be embarrassed, Len Words, or would you be like, fuck it, it's cathartic, I needed it?
I mean, shit, I've been drunker than I wanted to be on camera in this podcast.
Yeah.
So
You never
for
broke down
me
crying,
to-
though?
No, never went that far. But I don't know, man. Like, if you're being honest, isn't that the most important thing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're being genuine, like some people can be drunk and can be belligerent, angry, hateful. He seemed to be remorseful and thoughtful and caring, and he was looking back at mistakes that he made and also accepting the fact that he was who he was and he lived the life that he lived. He wasn't making apologies, but it was like he felt the need to let people know, it's like, hey man, this is what I come from. This is who I am. This is how I felt. This is how I thought. Fuck you if you don't like it. And I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
You know, like that's what we want everyone to understand. So it's not like people can laugh and it's cool to like clip up for content and stuff like that to get views and everything. But I encourage people, because I watched the whole thing. I watched it.
Yeah.
I'm fast forward, but
Yeah.
I watched the whole thing. I got to, man. It's too long, man.
Yeah, bro.
2.5 hours.
Yeah, it's
Pause.
Yeah, there we go. Make some noise for Len Words' first pause on the pod. There we go.
First pause.
First pause. I agree, though.
Back to it though.
Yes.
So, yeah.
I'm exactly, my brother. It was something that needed to be said.
Yeah.
And maybe the fact that it was on such a public platform was even more cathartic. Because, there is an issue with men speaking their mind.
Yeah.
And getting somewhat emotional in a way that we're not used to.
Right.
Like, I'll be 100 here. I'm not fucking comfortable getting like that, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to fucking crawl out of my skin anytime my emotions go to a place that I wasn't raised to accept. Those type of, I don't even know what kind of, what kind of emotion would that be? Like, I guess as a man, we would probably look at them as feminine emotions, right?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
When you break down like that
Yeah.
and you're crying, like, we're taught to not do that.
Will not be affected by it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Because that's what the essence of the feminine is. It's the receiving end. So it's like when you're thinking back on memories or you're projecting into the future or whatever, you're talking about something as if it's affecting you rather than you affecting it. And that subtle shift in energy when someone's talking like that, like he was talking about his past, about, you know, all that stuff. It's like and then he's showing how like all this stuff has affected him over the years. Some of it makes him really proud. Some of it, like, he's defiant still. Some of it makes him want to break down in tears. Yeah. Like, that's feminine, but that's also exactly what that expression is. So it's nothing like wrong with it.
We're just taught.
Yeah, it's just like we're just taught not to let anything show. It's so weird.
Yeah, we can, and it's I don't
it's
know,
such
bro.
a natural thing.
It's hard to not to go back from what you've been taught for so many years. The way that, like, even anytime that I feel, you know, those type of emotions, the first thing that pops up in my mind is stop acting like a fucking bitch. I think that to myself. Why the fuck you acting like a bitch? Stop being a bitch. And that's helped me in some ways. Probably hurt me in other ways. Because, I mean, it's not comfortable to express yourself as a man like that.
That's tough.
Fuck
and
no.
He was at a point where he had a lot going for him. Obviously, you know what I'm saying.
Said it over and over again.
Yeah, for sure.
That's all he wanted to talk about.
$2 million a month.
And so losing that,
coming on the escalator.
Coming down.
So, but he's carrying a lot. He carried a lot of burden around, probably, bro. You know what I'm saying? Fucked up his whole career
and his neck. Carrying around that burden.
What was he talking about his neck? I kind of lost that.
Oh, because M in his diss, he talked about him not having a neck. Because I mean, he's a bodybuilder and he's not a very tall dude, right? It does at certain times it looks like motherfucker just a head on some shoulders, like he ain't got a neck, right?
He talked a lot about like having guns and like wanting to shoot people. I was like, see, I'm not really.
That's what I mean.
That doesn't age well.
I
know he's from the era he's from and from the place he's from. I get it, but it just doesn't age well.
There's just something to be said about somebody just talking without worrying about the repercussions, right?
Yeah.
There's just something to be said about it. I mean, that's why we got freedom of speech, right?
That's what we want.
Yeah, that's why we got freedom of speech. You can say whatever the fuck you want. Be prepared to deal with the consequences and repercussions of what you said.
Okay. But can I push back on that?
Yes.
Because a lot of times what I feel like people say just that, they're almost making an excuse to give you unwarranted consequences for what you say. It's like they're saying it like, yeah, you can say whatever you want to say, motherfucker, but make sure you understand if you say that shit, clobber. It's like, it's almost like we all know there's effect to the things that we're saying. Like we all know that our words are, you know, they affect our lives. But when we say, like you saying that we appreciate and we like freedom of speech, it's not just the freedom to let someone say anything and then for you to, and your freedom to just be irritated and frustrated by it. Like, that's not really the point. The point of freedom of speech is so we can actually figure out what we got in common. You know what I'm saying? And far too often, I think people use that as an excuse to just fucking argue. You know what I'm saying? Like, they love freedom of speech, but they like a good fight too. And a good argument.
I mean, maybe even more than freedom of speech.
Yeah.
A good fight and a good argument. More people will stand on that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see that. I also do feel you got to know, you walk up in someone's motherfucking spot and you call them a little bitch.
Well, yeah, of course.
You better be ready for it.
But
that's just.
Yeah,
but I feel like some
everybody
people
gotta
don't.
learn
I feel like some people don't get that though. They're like, I could just say what, especially now in the internet
But then
era.
shouldn't they? Well,
Yeah.
That's the thing with the internet. You're not seeing people in person. When you see them in person,
it's a different
natural
story.
Repercussions.
Yes.
You know, so it's like you get them when you're 8 on the playground. So by the time you're 18, you're not shooting people in the club. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have those experiences, so you don't walk into your adulthood still carrying like an unnecessary chip on your shoulder
Because of it.
Yeah.
I feel, again, I agree. Some people do use that as like, yeah, say what you want, but just know I'm gonna say what the fuck I want too.
Yeah.
But it's true.
Yeah.
I'm cool with both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah, say what you want, but be ready to
I heard
things.
what you said. Now here's what I gotta say.
Yeah, and then say it again, and that's why fighting and arguing might be a little more precious to some people than actual freedom of speech. I got the freedom to fucking say whatever the fuck I want back to you.
Yeah.
Which makes me think, man, you guys getting them Trump ones?
Oh yeah.
Y'all getting them Trump ones?
I'm gonna wait till the price go up though.
Hey, it's gonna go, bro. Them fuckers are probably being resold right now for who knows. Hey, I'm gonna be all the way funky. Them things are ugly as fuck.
What?
Okay,
Ugly.
How is
the
gold ugly?
The gold should have been a little brighter.
Bro, they look like fucking, he's gonna go boxing. They look like boxing shoes,
Yeah.
bro. That
That's
shit's
hard,
crazy.
dog.
You know what's crazy to me?
You sick, man.
You know what's crazy to me?
Better
I'm gonna
get
be
you some
I'm
trunks.
gonna be real here, all right?
Yeah.
We got one motherfucker over here selling shoes, right? And we got another motherfucker over here that can't tie his shoes.
Yeah.
What has gone wrong here, my dudes?
Too much.
Too much has gone wrong. And listen, you guys know, bro, I don't give a fuck. Left, right, up, down, side to side, in between. Be you.
Yeah.
Vote how you want to. I am not political. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
This question came up in last week's episode in the live chat. And I asked it. And I honestly mean this, bro. I'm going to look at the camera when I say this. Do any of you out there truly feel like these politicians, I don't care what side they're on, really give a fuck about you? It's a legitimate question. In your heart of hearts, I see people arguing about this all the time. Do you feel like either side gives a fuck about you? Because I don't. They don't care. They really don't. It's a fucking circus. And they don't give a fuck about us. You knew I was going to go there, Len Words.
You're not going to bait me into this shit.
Hey, you knew I was going to.
You ain't going to get me on record talking no shit.
But you know,
I know what you're saying.
They don't.
They don't. And you know what? A part of me is like, you know what? If y'all are watching, even peripherally, if you're watching any of this shit go on and you still down with it, you still support it, you still pay attention to it, you still give your money to it, your time. All right. You get what you deserve.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're very obviously doing something. They very obviously, like, they're not hiding how fucked up this shit is and
It's
how
crazy.
fucked up they are. And
Crazy.
it's like, at this point, it's like, if you still are falling for it, okay, good luck.
Yeah.
Because when the lights go out, they not coming to save you.
No, dog. 'Cause
Nobody is coming to save you.
They don't give a fuck about you.
Right, yeah.
They
They got
don't.
underground cities.
They don't give a fuck. They do. The bunkers, we seen it. They're building it.
I've seen pictures. I don't know if they're artist, renderings, but
They're
I've
all
seen
going to
some
be
shit.
kicking it in the same bunker. They're going to be like, man, we cracked off them shoes, bro. We bought it all. Seriously, I'm not on either side of the fence, dog. I'm on the side of us. I'm on the side of the American people, bro, which I feel we should all be on the side of.
Yeah.
They've shown us their hand, dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
All of them have.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to sit there and go back and forth with somebody because I don't give a fuck about either side.
Right.
I care about you. I care about you. That's why I pose that question.
Yeah.
And that's where I always land on it. Do you really? Like, you're sitting here getting so heated, back and forth. No, fuck you.
Yeah.
No, fuck you, man. Left,
Yeah.
right, man.
Yeah.
Getting so pissed off.
Yeah.
They wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire.
Okay. So here's the other thing. It's also media manipulated, so it's made to seem bigger and more important
Than it
what
really is.
Really is. Keep in mind, when they do like exit polls and all this shit, they poll like 2,500 people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they're extrapolating that into
From
the
Wallet
millions.
Hub.
Yeah, into the hundreds of millions. Right.
Shout out Wallet Hub.
Yeah.
That's funny as fuck.
But they're extrapolating that to represent like
Yeah.
1,000 times that. It
And
doesn't even make one.
And it's
it-
usually a certain party doing that poll. It's usually the left.
Yeah,
or
I mean,
the
yeah,
right.
and it's not
so
a clean poll.
They're gonna make
Yeah.
it. They're gonna lean it. to
Pause
their
again.
favor.
It's a dirty poll, Lin Words.
Bro,
Come
we-
on, that shit funny.
We ain't gonna be able to do any fucking.
That shit funny, bro.
Pause, I'm sorry. I
Ain't a
guess we're
clean
playing
poll.
this game now.
Better clean your pole, dog.
That's funny.
Better clean your pole. Oh, my bad. Back to it.
That was it, bro. It's just like you said, they are taking these polls, but it's leaning one way or another to make their.
It's just to make a
party look
point.
better.
Yeah, it's just to support an argument. That's all it is.
That and bro, again, I watched. I might have saved it, but I'm not going to bring it up. When they were talking about Trump selling the shoes,
Yeah.
some dude was on Fox News
I
or
saw
one of
it.
those
I saw
motherfuckers. He's
this.
like, man, now that he's selling the shoes, he's gonna
like,
get
real
all the
well
black
with the-
voters because they
Real
like
well.
shoes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Now,
He was.
is
trying
he
to make-
racist? Yes. Is he wrong?
Hey, Land words.
He was-
That's
he was
all it
balling
took,
out.
though. Let's be real here, dog.
What? Come on now.
That-
but
you really think now Trump is he's gonna lead in the polls with the black voters because he dropped some shoes?
no, I think he's saying two separate statements there, and he's correlating it for clicks.
Yeah.
He said two separate things. He's gonna do real well with the black. Now, did he say because they love sneakers? I didn't hear.
think
I
so.
don't remember it.
Let me try and find it.
I don't remember.
I know I saved it.
Because if he said because, well then okay, now you tripping. But
I think I saved
now
it.
you are wrong.
I think that's
But
what
if
he was
said,
trying. He was trying to.
I
insinuate,
thought he was
though.
saying. I thought he said Trump is doing great or gonna do great with the African American votes. They love sneakers. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if he says because, if he's saying it's a correlation, like it's a relationship, then he's a crazy person.
That's
But if he's just saying
That's
it
funny.
like separately, you got to know these people are skilled.
Yeah.
They have writers. They know when to put a comma somewhere or not.
Well, and then they also know what's gonna get traction.
Yeah.
I would have never. I don't watch the news, dog.
Yeah.
I would have never seen that. If he hadn't have said that, I would have never seen that dude's face. I would have
Yeah,
never seen that
exactly.
interview.
Yep.
I wouldn't have. And
You
I'm
would have
like,
never looked at Fox News again in your life.
bro. And on the other side, same
They
shit with
do it too.
Same side with
Yeah,
CNN.
they're like, we gonna
both
play the
sides,
clicks
bro.
thing.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't have seen either because I don't watch that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's crazy, dog. And that straight to your point, they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
intentional. They know what him saying
Triggers
that.
people,
They
yeah.
know what side on their side is gonna be like. Man, he's right. Yeah, we got him now. Exactly. Exactly. It's
Yeah.
and that's what really bothers me. Because I feel like some people can't see the forest for the trees, bruh.
All I'm gonna say is when it comes to like voting and shit, do your own fucking research. Don't watch the news.
Yeah.
What do these people stand for, and what's going on in your community that you could change and you could affect?
The Stephen Michael Quesada
Yes.
was
Yeah.
explaining it
Exactly,
beautifully.
bro.
He was explaining it perfectly. It's like, yeah.
Because yes, they
Just do
most
that.
of the people in office we don't know them. They don't
Yeah.
know us. They don't give a fuck
And they
about
don't-
us.
Yep.
They're trying to appeal to us because they want a longer term. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But do your own fucking research. Like, do what you gotta do, and don't just take the word of them and them.
Or us.
Or us. Because we don't know what the
Yeah.
fuck we're talking about either.
I don't know your city like that.
Especially outside of
I got
local.
love for you,
Bro, like when I did the mail-in ballot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that gave me, like, I'm at home, I'm like looking up fucking judges because I'm doing research on them, like what
Yeah.
the fuck cases did they have?
Yup.
What
Right.
is this?
What do they
This-
support?
This bill affects this park around me.
Interesting.
You know,
okay,
like,
so,
I'm-
well, and I think that's a good point because I never thought about like a mail-in voter being a more informed voter.
Well, I mean-
Statistically, but I mean, if they put the names in front of you and they give you time to actually think instead of like you wait in
You
line
go in the
for
booth,
hours
wait in
and
line,
hours,
yeah.
you get in, you're just like Democrat. Click.
It's gonna end up being like multiple.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
It's like when we were in school and we had multiple choice. Bro,
Yeah.
by the end of the test, I'm like, check, check, check,
Yeah,
check,
all
check.
of the above, all of the above.
I'm
all
making
of
like
the above.
faces and shit, bro, and like the different bubbles, bro. The smiley face here. Didn't give a fuck. Especially those state tests.
Yeah.
That really didn't go to our grade. It was they were grading the school.
Right.
I was just like A B D D D. I didn't give a fuck.
You know what else is funny? Did you ever notice how the local ordinances and things when you vote, there's like a paragraph you have to read about what it is and all that. And then for all the other shit, it's just a name.
Yeah.
They don't remind you what they stand for.
No.
They don't mention none of
See,
that shit.
They tell them the party and the name. That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That shit's all fucked up.
It's funny. It's funny when you start thinking about it. You're like, damn, this kind of starting to feel like a setup.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's funny to me, dog. We got one selling shoes, one can't tie his shoes. Come on, bruh. There's got to be better options out here, my dude.
Yeah.
Well,
Or better
they just
way
don't
to
have-
do this.
They don't have enough money to
Yeah.
run for to be president.
There's just got to be a better way to do this.
I forget the number, bro, but it's like I think they said it's like it takes like 30 million just to like be able to do all the funding and all that shit to run for president.
Yeah, and then you can still get outspent because the next guy ain't gonna stop there.
Yeah.
That sounds like a horrible job. I would
It's
rather
a
fucking
scam,
work.
bro.
I would rather work at
He just
Subway,
said-
my dude.
He just said 30 million for $400,000, $500. What do they pay him now? It's less than $1 million on
yeah.
the books.
Ain't worth it.
But then it's like,
No, but I mean, is it just that?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
You know
so
it's
it's
not.
like, yeah, it can't be. It couldn't possibly be.
That's the game. That's the fucking game, bro. That's why I won't partake, dog.
Yeah.
I won't partake in the back and forth.
We put Obama in the winner's circle for real.
Hey,
For life.
I
For
won't.
life after life.
That's why I won't partake in the back and forth, because all it does is further break us down as people.
And build them up.
And build them up, because they don't give a fuck about you. They don't care. Outside of local, I agree. That level, you can probably make some sort of change, because you're there. It's in your backyard, right?
Yeah.
And it starts at home, right? It's the same thing we've said about raising your children. You can't expect somebody else to raise your children. It starts in the house.
Right.
Then your children leave the house, and it's compound interest, bro.
Yeah.
So that you could kind of affect it, and even then, the system's rigged, bro. It's like going to Vegas. House always wins, dog.
Well, I think even beyond that, it encourages a thought process that gives all your power to someone else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just on a basic like civic level. Like you're saying, I have no control over myself or any of these motherfuckers out here. I can't control my future. I need you to fix it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
You gotta
trust
fix you.
wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Here you go. You know what's
Yeah.
best for me.
Right. But and that gets deep. And that gets deep because I really think that those people think like that.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you gave me this position? I must be this shit.
Yep.
I must be that dude.
I know what's best for you.
I know what's best for you, and I'll think for you, because obviously you don't think for yourself. Like, you don't know these people.
No.
You don't know their inner thoughts. How
No.
many of us have inner thoughts that are like,
Are fucked up.
yeah, well, it's
All of
just
us.
like, I don't care about this person. I don't care. I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck about this person at all.
yeah.
And you don't know them from a stain in the street, dog. Like,
You
for
really
real.
don't. Yeah.
So it's like,
And then think about that on a massive scale.
yeah, you talking about hundreds of millions of billions of people?
Bro.
How is it possible that someone in charge of a population that size can like specifically fix your world? They can't.
They can't, dog. It's
And
impossible.
It'll never happen.
No.
It's like you have to fix yourself.
Yes.
You have to fix your family. Then you fix outside of your home.
And I don't know. I think it's funny how everybody tends to blame like one person. Like obviously,
Yeah.
the president. Like
Yeah.
shit. But it's like
Yeah.
he's not the one that's like, all right, let's raise Lenward's gas bill 15%.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
He don't really do shit.
Yeah, like he's the guy that catches all the flack, bro. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
the-
he's
don't get
the
me wrong.
target
Like
for it,
he
yeah.
probably makes some decisions that
Well, not
we
really.
don't like,
Yeah.
but like look at nothing's happening between these two parties because they can't fucking agree. So
Yeah.
that takes power away from him.
Yeah.
In one way to do one thing or another.
Either
You know
that
what I'm saying?
either that or they are agreeing and they're saying fuck everybody else. We're just gonna get paid
Yeah.
out the rip. Let's
Yeah.
let them look, bro.
That's possible too.
I know we all watched fucking WWF at least once or twice as kids, right?
Yeah.
All those motherfuckers were enemies at one time. Then
They
they're
had
friends. Then
script
they're,
writers.
it's all scripted.
I know,
It's
right?
all a fucking bro. Wizard of Oz, dog. Do not look at the man behind the curtain, bruh.
Yeah. You don't want to know.
No,
He don't want you to know. He's scared of you.
I honestly don't think I want to know neither, dog.
He's scared of you. But that's the crazy part about it is like, man, I think these people really do become xenophobes in those positions because you're just constantly surrounded by people who want you to make decisions for them. It's got to be exhausting. It's got to be frustrating because if you get that used to making decisions for other people, at a certain point you're gonna be like, yeah, you know what? You're a fucking idiot. You need to
Just
be-
here.
Yeah.
Sign it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the fuck outta
exactly.
here.
Like,
Yeah.
go away. Like, and that, I think that's what happens. They start to see like the strata of people, and the only people who can get next to them are people who can afford to be next to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like most people can't, so they'll never be around them. They'll never see them in their lifetime.
I think
You know
at a
what I'm
certain
saying?
point too, I mean, that type of power probably goes to your head as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, you'd want to say,
It has to affect you.
Well, look at that's why there's dictatorship, bro. Like in other countries,
yeah,
because
because
they don't want to
they
lose
got the
that.
power, you
They
don't want to
wanna
get let
lose
go
that
of it.
shit.
Yeah.
It's the same thing like becoming super, super wealthy,
yeah.
right?
Well, yeah.
We've talked about that a few times. Not always, but
Yeah.
you know, you're not gonna want to go to being a billionaire to back to
A
having to
millionaire.
get food stamps or
Oh,
even a
no.
millionaire.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
would be like
No.
you fucked up,
Right, yeah.
big time, dog.
Yeah.
You had $1 billion, now you're at $1 million. Damn, bro, people will probably eat a bullet doing some shit like that.
And I'm sure plenty of people have.
Exactly.
Like before the quarterly call
So-
for earnings, it's just like, I can't go in
Damn.
front of these people and
It's
report
easier.
this shit.
Life insurance check.
Yeah, my wife will be good.
You figure, I would like to sit here and say I wouldn't be affected by it, right?
Mm-hmm.
The power wouldn't, I'm a good-hearted person and my soul is pure.
Yeah.
That's what I should say, right?
Yeah.
I can't sit here and realistically say that because I don't fucking know what I would do with that kind of money and that kind of power.
Yeah, that influence.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's
I have
crazy.
no clue, bro. I'd like to say I would handle business, but I mean, we've seen it time and time again. Rarely does a position of that type of power, that type of money equate with, it doesn't really match up with being a fucking good Samaritan 9 times out of 10, bro.
Well, you got to make some hard decisions, man.
That not everybody's going to agree with.
Yeah, I mean, you can't, like, as bad as it is that war has, continues to happen in like communities of people. It's worse to have to be the person who has no choice but to move forward with it. Can you imagine, like, to actually have a deep-seated, like, man, I really am not down with this shit. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't want.
Like
I don't
being a
believe-
soldier on the front line, something like that, and you're just following orders. Taking this out.
I'm even thinking of, like, being the person who's like, hey, all the people who are smarter than me, well, let's get at a table and tell me all the intelligence, and then I got to make a decision. And they're only telling me one thing, and there's just in my heart, I'm like, this is wrong. But I have no other choice.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That
like,
would suck,
this is
bro.
like, yeah, I can't go against them. I don't know better than these people.
They're in a position to tell me they know better than I do.
Right.
They're here to inform me on the
Right.
shit that I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
So even they're giving me all these stats and all these numbers, but in my heart of hearts, I know it's wrong. But I gotta still.
I got to go forward with it because that's what the data says.
Yeah. See again.
It's crazy.
My brother.
When you really think about the position that people put
Don't
these
want that
people
job.
in, and then they get mad at them.
Don't want it.
They get mad at them. But that's my thing is, like, we're acting so fucking crazy because we're spending so much time getting mad and hating someone
Yep.
that we've never, ever met, who gives no fucks about you and probably can't affect your life as much as a Stephen Michael Quesada could.
I didn't
But
think.
you won't support this guy.
Yeah.
But
I didn't
you
think
spend
this
all
was
your
gonna-
time thinking about that guy.
I didn't think this was
You know
going to
what
come
I'm
back to the Benzino conversation, but it's the same shit.
Yeah.
20-year beef, all that anger and hatred. They've never even met each other.
Thank you.
Never even been in the
Thank
same
you.
room.
This is what I'm saying.
And look
It's
how it
crazy.
affected homie, bruh.
Yeah.
He's fucked up, dog.
Yeah.
And you would probably equate most of that shit to that beef. If you could, bro, imagine having somebody you've never met in your whole life
Ruin your fucking shit.
affect you mentally that way for
Yeah.
those many years. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
We get so worked up and so pissed off
Yeah.
at a side that's not the side we actually rock with or
Yeah.
doesn't really compute with how we see the world,
Right.
that we never even see them as people anymore.
Right.
It's the same thing like with,
Yeah.
when someone's got to drop a bomb, or you sacrifice 100 people or you lose 10,000 people, right? It's the same thing. They become numbers. They don't even become
Yeah.
people anymore.
Right.
Because, no, you're on the other side.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I just don't like you because fuck you, right? When you've never even fucking met them.
Never met him.
And you don't know what it's like to walk in either side of those shoes.
Right.
That's why
That's
I don't even
that's
try and
crazy.
lace up them shoes.
That's crazy talk, though.
Yeah, it is crazy talk.
Yeah.
That's why you see, that's what you always, since we were little kids, people always talk about, don't talk about politics or religion. Really think about that.
Yeah.
Why? Why is that something we're taught at such an early fucking age? Because you get to a point when you're talking about that
Yeah.
to where you realize you're a person, I'm a person, we're arguing because we're on separate teams.
Yeah.
That's why we're fighting with each other.
Yeah. But the more we talk and the more we get to know each other, we realize we're on the same fucking team.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why? Why is it people get so heated because they reach a point where it's like, no, this
Yeah.
is how it is.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. This is my faith.
Right.
This is what I believe.
Yeah.
If we keep talking, we realize, oh shit, nah, this dude ain't this dude ain't fucked up. Not saying that all people ain't fucked up, because there's some fucked up people out there.
Yeah.
But 9 times out of 10, when you can sit down and have a conversation with somebody, you're gonna find some sort of middle ground.
Yeah, for sure.
Even if you're a different religion, you're a different race, you're different political beliefs.
Yep.
You will find a middle ground.
Income, caste.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So why at such an early age? I remember, bro, I was like fucking 2 or 3 hearing that.
Yeah.
Don't talk about politics or religion.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that the 2 things we should fucking like try and talk about?
I would think so.
Those are important, dog.
Yeah, I think so. I don't agree with that. I definitely don't teach my kids that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's one of those things where it's like if we all got on one accord or got used to speaking to one another, you know, and actually getting to know one another when we're younger throughout our years, you know, it's harder to break those bonds. You know what I'm saying? It's harder to do that, because how many times do you start at one school, then you move and you go to another school, then you move to another? Like, not everybody goes to one district, you know, their whole life. Some people get bussed around, you know, different schools, that sort of thing. So you get to meet different kinds of people. You get used to being around white people, or, you know, like brown people, or, you know, whatever your thing that is outside of you. When I was a kid, one of my best friends was a Jewish kid, and he went to public school for a couple of years, and then he went to, you know, his private school thing. But it's like, bam, I already knew a kid who was Jewish. So now every time I met a Jewish person from then on, no matter what I heard about Jewish people, it's like I got to check that with
you associate.
him,
Yeah, because you guys were
like,
homies. Yeah.
Yeah, we were kicking it. Yeah, I got to check against the data.
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
So this is what I heard, dog. What is this true?
But it's true though, because you look at it through a different lens,
Yeah,
because
you
you
have
have
to.
an emotional attachment to somebody that was different than you.
Yeah.
Had a different
Yep.
background, looked different, sounded different, raised completely different.
Right.
So you're not like judging it from a lens of not having any kind of information.
I heard you motherfuckers are doing
versus,
this. Yeah.
Versus I know you.
Right. I know you
Exactly.
personally. Yeah. And Benzino and Eminem have never met.
No.
So it's like they can't even resolve the ideas between them, which are just fucking words and raps and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's turned into, like you said, psychologically affected this man.
And think about like how draining that is, bro. When you know
man,
what I
I
mean?
can't
That's too
even
much.
imagine.
I don't even want to.
To like hold that like anger towards somebody.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm good.
It's like-
And that's why they say forgiveness, right? And we've talked about this
Yeah.
like multiple times. It's for you, right? It's to let go of the anger, right? And I get it. But I've never in my whole life had that much built up animosity towards somebody, because I learned at an early age. And again, we spoke on this. I have to speak on it and act on it when I feel it. Because I don't want that shit. I don't want to be carrying around that fucking kind of luggage.
Right.
Hell no, life's short, my
But
dude.
see, okay, so here's the thing. Consider the era when that started. If he made it a point to come see him or go find him, it feels like an aggressive thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and that's the problem. It's like you have this unspoken thing between these people, and there do the two meet. So whenever someone's like, man, fuck it, I'm just going to go over here, over to this neighborhood, to this person and just talk to him directly. What? You have now crossed all these boundaries that are implied.
Or does it make him seem like the weaker man, like he's trying to squash like this beef with them?
But that's the thing. Like, you don't know, because everything's a question mark at that point, because you don't talk to this person.
You know what I will
him.
say though, is I've had some friendships, life lasting, up to this point, that have been established off of us not getting along. Right? My homie Jamie is a perfect example. Me and him fucking threw down in front of my pad. Right? It was a situation, bro. Manimal was there. He remembers. It was a situation, dog.
Manimal members.
We didn't get along, bro. It was some shit, dog. And after we fucking threw down, some time passed, and we ended up becoming close, bro. So much so that one time, bro, he was getting jumped at Sailfish out in Grants. Bro, I fucking ran up and we were fucking throwing hodazos with everybody that was trying to jump him, bro.
Nice.
We went from angry, pissed, I fucking do not fuck with you, fuck you, to there was multiple times, bro, when we were fucking actually bleeding with each other.
Yeah.
because we had established that we had gotten past whatever bullshit it was. It wasn't even anything in the first place. We had it out, whether it's physical or talking. It doesn't always have to be I'm gonna fucking fuck you up. I was a teenager, dog. I'm a grown ass man, right? There's a bunch of things I'll check off the list now before I fucking slap the shit out of you. I'm 38. That's how it should be. I should be evolving to that point. I shouldn't be, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you out the gate like I was a teenager, right? Now I'm 38. There's things I'm gonna check off the list. I'll still fucking slap the taste out of your mouth once I check those other things off the list. A lot of times though, you end up not hating each other as much as you did.
Yeah.
Because you got what was the problem out.
And I think Eminem and Benzino, like, when they do get together and get a chance to meet each other and talk and all that stuff, like, once again, I think they'll find they have more in common
Than they thought.
because
think-
one
you
guy
think
made
that'll
$2
really
million.
happen, though?
You think? Yeah, hell yeah.
You
of
think
course.
they'll link up?
Of course, absolutely.
Think so?
Yeah, because Eminem is a kind-hearted person.
He's also petty as a motherfucker.
He's
too.
petty. He is petty. He is petty. But is this not laying down your sword?
Yeah.
Laying bare your heart and saying I was wrong, and saying, you know what, it's still beef, but I also acknowledge that
I fucked up too.
I fucked up too.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what I'm
'cause
saying?
he was saying he's
I fucked up other shit too.
Eminem belongs in hip hop. He was saying, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Eminem, he's like, what did he say? He's like, I don't hate white people.
Right.
Benzino was saying, right? yeah.
That's funny.
I
He
really
still
did-
has a bias for the other people,
I
for the
mean,
folks, but
does-
you know.
And let's be real here. Doesn't everybody in some way?
Yes,
right?
you
We're-
all, yes.
Humans were
absolutely.
built as we're territorial and we are whatchamacallit based. What word am I looking for? Not clique, not culture.
It's all those things,
Like,
though.
Yeah, but there's
Yeah.
a specific word I'm
It's just
looking
like
for.
attracting like.
family based.
Yeah.
Not even family. We're I can't think of the fucking word, but it's like clique based, right?
Yeah.
We move as a unit.
Yeah.
And you protect your unit.
Yes.
Whatever
Correct.
unit, it's us versus y'all,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's hard for us to really kumbaya. We all love each other, everybody,
Yeah.
because of how we are like that. We've survived like that for so long.
Oh, for sure.
Tribal. That's the word I was
Yeah.
looking for.
Okay. Yeah.
Humans we're territorial and we're tribal.
Yeah,
It's just
for
how
sure.
we are, bro. We haven't evolved out of it really yet. So it's kind of hard to, I don't care what you say. You're lying to yourself. You gravitate towards your tribe.
Yeah.
You just do.
Yeah. That's why Reagan said it, man. You know, we need the aliens to come.
And make us all one. It's true.
Well, I mean, that's
Space
what.
Force
That's
is ready
what,
for it, dog.
and thank Trump for that.
And them ugly ass fucking shoes. Ugly.
At a store near you.
I wonder what they're really going for on resale. They got to be up there, bro.
They probably a few stacks by now, for sure.
Because, I mean, the Jordans that just dropped, the reimagined 4s, there was one
Yeah.
pair where the Jordan was upside down,
Oh, really?
right? They're going for 10 racks right now on eBay.
Oh,
and
wow.
guess what? Homie's going to get them. So he was crying at first. He's like, oh, my God, look at my shoes. I was like, bro, I'll buy them right now. Come on. Because I know if he holds on to those for like 3 or 4 years, my dude, those upside down pair
Yeah.
are going to be worth 20 racks.
Oh, sure.
Guaranteed, because they've only made a few mistakes like that before. There was an upside down Nike that went for like 20 racks.
That's crazy.
Homie held on to it for like 3 years, 20K off of a $200 investment.
They doing that shit on purpose at the factory.
Right.
Yeah, but it's probably someone's
They're
got
like,
invested in
just
it.
throw a couple of them out there just to start the, spread the
funny.
rumor.
Someone's
I
invested.
seen them. I seen them. They real.
Bro, I actually just seen this thing kind of random. The Legos, bro. Some Goodwill got like a shipment, like a what's it called, shipment of it or whatever.
Yeah.
And there was this. They have like certain. They only did like 2 or 3 of them. It was a solid gold or 14 karat gold like
Fucking Lego?
Yeah, dog.
And it was in the-
like 7. Yeah, it got them like $7,000, bro, or
Was
something.
it like
Wow.
fucking Willy Wonka and the fucking golden
Right?
ticket and shit?
Like they don't do that
I
shit
might have
anymore.
kept that one. I wouldn't have sold that.
That should be
I would have
hard.
put that one in the safe
Put it
just
on
to
a
show it off.
Nah, I put on a medallion. That shit
Put
go,
it on a chain.
That shit go hard, son. Look at my 14
Yo,
karat gold
Legos.
Lego. Let's get it.
Put some diamonds on the
This
little
one
bumps
on
on
one.
there.
Yeah, I need some dots. I want see,
dots.
especially if it was the bigger Legos, dog. Like not the
Oh,
little
yeah,
ones. If it
the
was like a big
chunky
old
ones.
piece, big old chunky Lego for the little kids, the toddler Legos.
Yes.
Lego Duplo, that'd be fire, bro.
Duplo, yeah. Yeah, it was
So
crazy.
we should probably talk about a little New Mexico stuff, bro, that I seen on the way over here.
What's this?
We just got hit with a motherfucking earthquake.
I didn't feel it.
Son,
Out here?
4.0 magnitude
Nah, it was somewhere.
in between Carlsbad and Artesia. And you know what I
okay.
instantly thought to myself?
What?
Man, it's nice to be from New Mexico, bruh.
Oh yeah,
Our weather is not extreme
yeah.
on any side of the coin
Oh, hold on now. That wind be whipping sometimes.
for only like a month.
Yeah, but if you've ever seen like other places in the world, it ain't like the Sahara or the Middle East where like when they get sandstorms and windstorms, it's like that shit's wild.
It looks like the end of the
yeah,
world.
Yeah. We don't get it like that.
No.
It don't look like
Yeah.
what's the Brendan Fraser movie, The Mummy?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it don't
hell
look
no.
like that.
Nah.
It's not
when
that.
they flying through and homie's chasing him.
And
Yeah,
his face
yeah,
comes
his
through the
face comes to
sandstorm. Yeah,
sand,
we don't-
then he's the
that doesn't
water.
happen.
No, we don't get extreme weather, bro.
Nah.
So I don't know. Again, we didn't grow up with like fucking earthquakes and fucking hurricanes and
Yeah,
tornadoes and shit.
tornadoes.
So I just really can't like fathom like what is a 4.0? Is that a big earthquake? Like does that do some shit? Like if that happened,
I think it is. I think
if
that
that
is.
happened downtown Los Angeles, is that gonna knock over? That's gonna fuck up some shit, right? I'm just assuming.
4.0?
I don't think so because I think they would have to build past that rating.
Because they get hit with earthquakes all the time.
Yeah. In places where they're more like densely populated and they grow all vertically, it's
Yeah.
like something shaking the base, like it could really
Yeah.
fuck some shit up down
Well, they-
below. So
they
they
build-
probably like build it to like have to like withstand.
So then is a 4.0 probably just like a typical
Yeah, they might
walk in the park?
just roll over in bed. And be
Oh
like,
shit,
"Ah."
yeah. A little shaky up in this motherfucker.
I don't know. What is it? What's the max? Is
I think it's like a
10.
7, 10.
10.0?
It goes all the way to
Yeah.
10. That's
Yeah.
like
then, yeah.
knocking,
Yeah, but that's
like,
like-
taking California off the map.
Yeah,
though,
that's
right?
like shifts.
Yeah, that's like
big
breaking the
shifts,
fault
yeah.
line and it's
Like,
game over after
yeah.
that. That's crazy. That's like
And that's just what the Richter,
Armageddon movie.
what the Richter scale
so what is
goes up to.
what was the damage done out there?
Nothing. They said a couple cows fell
People
over.
people was just, whoa,
Yeah.
what is
Oh
that?
shit! I think I'm drunk. I drank too much last night. That's probably what I would think.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit!
Damn.
Is the ground moving?
No, I'm having a migraine. Holy shit! I knew I shouldn't have drank
That's
that.
crazy. No, I didn't even hear about that. That's crazy.
Well,
I looked it up. They didn't say much.
Nah, all they said
They
was
just showed it on the
earthquake.
map. Yeah.
No damage.
Yeah.
See you later.
And then I think about the space between Artesia and what was it?
Carlsbad.
Carlsbad.
It's pretty flat. Like it's a lot of just
Cows.
dirt and
Horses.
Yeah. So if there are buildings, they're pretty far apart.
A sign
So,
probably
yeah.
fell.
A sign
fell over.
Trees
Boom.
leaning.
Sign fell over.
Some
Smashed
old
a cow.
barn just crumbled.
Boom to pieces. It was probably like 300 years old.
Yeah, right. It was the one they just built next to it.
But like tornadoes, hurricanes, like when you see that type of like destruction on the news, right? I go back and I start thinking about Hurricane Katrina, right?
Oh,
You know, watching that on the news, it's like,
Yeah.
that's different.
holy fuck.
Yeah.
But they've been dealing with that. A hurricane is like a regular thing. It's like a walk in the fucking park. They're like, I'm going to leave. Maybe I'm not going to leave.
Yeah.
It's a
We'll see.
constant.
Right.
We've never
Yeah.
had
Well, they
that.
keep. I mean, like they've been there forever, but like they keep rebuilding in the middle of this fucking or not. I'm thinking of like the tornado
Tornado
alley.
alley and shit.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, well, it has that motherfucking name, so maybe scoot out the way a couple
Yeah.
miles. But
Again, something we've never had to worry about.
Well, here's the
Crazy.
thing too. Have you noticed that like some of these places are getting hit with shit that they didn't get hit with when we were kids? Like the hurricanes used to be southern coast, east coast,
Yeah.
southern coast. Tornadoes was that strip right there. Then it was that big strip of like snow where people would get fucked up. And earthquakes was over here.
and then us, it's in
us is
we're in
just,
a drought.
for
real.
an eternal drought.
And not even the worst drought you could
Yeah.
find.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
telling you,
But
dog.
yeah.
but we're up.
Yeah,
We're
we've
the
been
top,
up.
but we up.
Weather-wise,
Yeah.
dog, we up.
Yeah.
We might be on the bottom of a bunch of lists, my
Yeah,
dude,
but-
but weather-wise, we up. I do notice that. I mean, throughout like life, it seems like they've gotten more extreme.
Yeah.
Tsunamis,
Yeah.
hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes.
Yeah,
It
because they
does
had one
seem-
in like India, like an earthquake, like in the city in India that, like, I saw pictures of it and I thought it was like CGI. I was like,
Yeah, it
no
looked-
fucking way.
It looked like a.
That shit was crazy.
John
It was
Cusack
like,
Armageddon movie, dog.
Right, exactly.
I was waiting for Nicolas Cage to pop up out that motherfucker.
No, dog, it's us. It's all self-inflicted.
Yeah. And you know what though, dog? The planet's been around for so long. Eventually, if we keep up our fuckery, the planet's just, when you give
The planet will adapt.
you know when you
us.
fuck
it's just
no.
gonna
Planet gonna flick us off. You know when you give your dog a bath and they wait, they don't shake off yet, and when they shake off, they pretty much dry the fuck out of themselves out the gate.
Yeah.
That's exactly what the planet's gonna do.
Yeah.
We fuck around, it's just gonna shake one day.
Yeah.
We're all gonna be done, and the planet's just gonna walk away.
Yeah.
It's gonna release the gravity. and
You
then
ever see that movie Don't Look Up?
It's the shit.
Yes, bro.
I fuck with that movie tough, bro.
That movie's crazy as
I was
fuck.
surprised.
You know why I liked
waited
it
a
so
long time
much?
to watch it, too.
You know why I
Yeah.
liked it so much? Because
Yeah.
it didn't have a happy ending, my dude.
Yeah.
It was realistic.
Oh, yeah, I didn't expect that to like.
All those Armageddon movies, they figure it out. They
Yeah.
send Bruce Willis in a fucking rocket ship with a nuke, and they save us at the last moment. Aerosmith song comes on. We made it, right? This movie's like, nah, bruh. Y'all fucked
Yeah,
up.
y'all gonna let this shit slide.
When
That
they
was
wanted
funny
it,
as
when they
fuck.
wanted it for the cell phones, for the
Yes,
fucking oh, bro.
yeah.
Homie walks in. He's like, yeah, they turned back all the ships, dog. Yeah, that movie was pretty wild, bro.
Yeah, that was fucking crazy. That was like kind of an eye opener of like
That's
just
that's
what's
how
going on.
Yeah, that's how people are these days, man.
Well, and
It's just
especially
like,
when
just
it
don't-
dropped.
We don't care.
That was right in the
Yeah.
middle of the pandemic
Yeah.
when they dropped that.
Yeah.
Don't look
So
up.
everybody
Yeah.
was like at each other's throats. Yeah, I fuck with
Yeah.
that movie tough.
I
It's a
think
good one.
that, yeah. I mean, sometimes they trying to tell us stuff.
Yeah, bro. When he
You know,
when he
they-
flips out on live
live
TV.
TV. Yeah, yeah,
He's
bro.
like, what the fuck are we talking about? Hey, that shit's hilarious,
Yes,
dog.
bro, but-
He's like, this is fucking serious. What the fuck is going? What are we talking about? Leo, bro.
Oh man.
Man, I haven't done coke in a long time, but I would do some coke with Leo, bro. He's probably got some stories.
Yeah, I can imagine that might be worth the risk.
Yeah. He's probably got the good shit. He's got it tested.
Yeah,
right?
ain't
He's
nobody
got it.
gonna slide him no.
He
50.
got he's got
Yeah.
it tested. He's flying it
Yeah.
in, bro.
Yeah,
that
that's
shit
true.
pure.
He got it. Yeah, he got an island where they manufacture just for him.
Bro, he hit up fucking Johnny Depp from
Johnny
Blow,
Depp.
right?
Yep.
Bring that shit in. We need that shit straight cut off the block.
Yep. He said cut off the block.
Leo, hey, don't look up. That's
Just
a
come
coke.
to the party.
Would
Yeah.
you rather do coke with Leo or Johnny?
Johnny, my
Yeah.
son? I ain't doing no coke with my son.
Hey,
Jay,
bro,
what the fuck
I
wrong
did
with
not
you?
say that.
I thought you said Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Oh, okay.
Oh, definitely Leo.
Oh,
bruh.
wait.
Yeah.
Monkey Wrench, Charlie Sheen.
Ooh.
Oh, hell nah. Hey, you start partying with Charlie Sheen, my dude. That shit ain't gonna end, my guy.
That shit won't end.
Remember,
That's funny.
bro, those interviews, dog, when he was talking about drinking tiger blood and shit. He's all, I could have some drugs in the house right now, and I'm not gonna do them. Like,
He was winning,
Hey.
bro.
He was
winning. That was a whole crazy era,
That
bro.
was, dog.
Charlie Sheen on his shit, my dude. All kinds of wild shit come out about that dude, but that's a whole nother podcast.
Yeah.
Hey, since we're on the subject of movies, before we get the fuck up out of here,
Yeah.
man, I finally got to see the Bob Marley movie, One Love.
Oh yeah.
Man,
Good.
fucking great.
Nice.
I hear a bunch of people talking all kinds of stupid shit. I couldn't understand them. What the fuck? What did you fucking want him to? What did you want him to have a fucking New Jersey accent? Motherfucker, they're from Jamaica. Didn't you want it to be a realistic movie, bro? Can you imagine if the dude playing Bob Marley sounded like, I don't know, fucking Tony Soprano?
No, you
what
know
the fuck?
No, you know what they do? They give the foreign blacks the British accent in movies.
I've seen
And
that
that's
a
and
bunch
that's
of times.
Yeah. It's like, why do they sound British? They
Could
don't
you
sound
imagine
Jamaican.
Bob Marley sounded like Harry Potter?
Right.
Get the fuck out of here. That would have been ridiculous. But what it really got me thinking was biopics, right?
Yeah.
And I know Jay loves the Tupac one. He said it's his favorite.
Tupac, really?
You know him. We've already- Why you gotta listen to
I
this
ain't even watched
motherfucker?
that one.
You know this
I ain't even
motherfucker is
watched that
talking
one.
shit. It's an atrocious piece of shit. Remember we talked about it with Dirt?
Yeah.
Remember Dirt's like, we need a whole new one. He's all, what did Dirt say? The way he says, he's all, that was butt. That was Dirt's explanation. He's all, that shit was butt. Because it was.
Was it? Okay.
What's your favorite biopic, Len Words?
Oh man. You go first. Let me think.
We know it's Tupac. What's your second one, Jay?
Tupac.
Oh, Malcolm X.
Ooh, man, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Damn, I
Probably
forgot
the
about
one I've
Malcolm
seen
X.
the most.
We were talking about in the barbershop. I spaced Malcolm X.
Wow,
Damn,
yeah.
doing bad.
That's a good one, dude. That's a good one. I don't know. I don't know if I have like a favorite, but I just kind of seen the one. What is it? Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That one was really dope, bro.
Yeah.
That one was really dope.
That dude, what's Romany? No, wait, not.
I think that's the reason I didn't think of Malcolm X, because we were talking more like music.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So,
Gotcha.
but biopic is a biopic, whether they were a fucking musician or Malcolm X stuff.
Yeah, Malcolm X was.
That's
was
definitely
probably
not.
for
Man,
sure
come
Malcolm
on,
X.
shit. Yeah, fuck, I'm gonna have to rearrange my list, bro. I think.
Go
Yeah,
back
you
to the
got a whole
barbershop.
list?
Like Johnny,
Going back
you
to
need
the
another
drawing
cut.
board.
It's just
Damn,
like,
bro.
no, we're gonna finish this
Nah,
conversation.
bro, we finishing this
I'm not
shit.
done with this.
Argument back on the table. I went straight to, and I know it's probably not technically the best.
Yeah.
Man, I go to La Bamba.
Oh man, you biased.
I am. I'm gonna admit it. I grew up with it, not by Richie. Come on,
I'm biased
bruh.
on Malcolm X.
You know what I'm
You know?
saying?
Yeah, it was it culturally it was something to me, man. Like it really
Hey,
was. Yeah.
smells like fish, but it tastes like chicken. Come on, dog.
I don't know these quotes.
Hey, I'm gonna send, bro. You need to rewatch La Bamba, Len Words.
Selena.
Hey, but no, but La Bamba's above Selena, dog.
It is.
It is. As a biopic,
I know.
Selena's good, but it's not in the top 5 if we're talking La Bamba, right? But for me, again, I think we're talking specifically music, so I'm gonna keep it in that fucking conversation.
Okay.
Ray, bro.
Ray, yeah.
Man,
That's
Jamie
dope,
Foxx was
bro.
more Ray Charles than Ray Charles at a certain point.
Man, that's such a dope movie, bro.
He fucking killed that shit. He sang all of it, dog.
that part
that
when
was
when
crazy.
He meets, Quincy Jones outside of that club.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's such a dope little scene, bro.
When it shows the behind the scenes of him stacking up all the vocals, when he kicks out all the fucking backup singers.
Yeah.
When they show him how you could do tracks now, and he
Yeah.
does all of
He's
them
like,
himself.
"Oh, bitches."
Come on, dog.
More money for me.
But see, I think the reason why that is like, to me, like the top is because the acting, the story, the delivery, the cinematography. Jamie Foxx killed that.
yeah, he got
shit.
into character. Really,
Into
really
character.
hard. Like, that was,
one
I see Ray Charles, and I'm like, who's this pretending to be Jamie Foxx?
That one, yeah, that might be my number 2. That might
Ray.
be my number 2. I gotta think more about it because yeah.
Another good one is
was that?
Walk the Line. I was just about to say
Walk the Line,
Walk the
okay.
Line's another good one. It's not as good as Ray,
Okay.
right? Because Joaquin Phoenix just doesn't look like fucking Johnny Cash. It's just
Yeah.
he does a great job. Now, I'm not taking anything away from him. Joaquin Phoenix is a great fucking actor, but
Yeah.
he just doesn't look like Johnny Cash.
Right.
Jamie Foxx completely disappeared,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Completely. But Walk the Line is where I think the reason I brought that up too is because that's probably where I would place the Bob Marley movie, One Love.
Really?
It's about that level.
Is that good?
Yeah, it's about Walk the Line level.
No shit,
For
okay.
sure. Yeah. For me,
Okay.
we know art's subjective and all that
Yeah.
good fucking shit. But for
Yeah.
me, I'd put it right there.
Yeah. Nice.
So, oh yeah, Straight Outta Compton is my top 5 too.
Is it?
Yeah, man, it's good.
You biased.
I'm not. We all biased, Lent Words. We all biased. We all
that was
biased.
a dope
We're gonna have to
movie,
use subcategories because
Yeah.
you're right, man. Malcolm X,
Yeah. Just say I won.
that shit up there,
Just say I won.
Yeah.
You know that's number 1,
man.
2, 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah, that's a good one, bro.
Yeah.
What do you think, fellas? Time to get out of here.
Oh, yeah.
On
Let's
that
do
note,
it. Yeah.
weekly fucking pods. I'm with it.
Is this the second one we did?
This is the second
Yeah.
one, bro. And I didn't fucking stumble in the beginning. I knew the number of the pod.
Good job.
Good job. Round of applause for us not fucking forgetting the number of the pod. I tested you. I wanted to see if you knew what fucking button it was, bro.
Because he lost mine.
He lied, man.
I think he just deleted it.
Yeah, he's like,
Nah,
I think
fuck
it's-
this
I
dude.
think I got it right here.
Let's see. Let's hit it.
Oh,
He found it. We going out on that.
Found it.
On that note, until next time, respect the connect. Peace.